Welcome to Wilbur D. Rowe Middle School, where the teachers are great and every single kid is cool. Truly learn with a common goal. We are safe, respectful, and responsible. Home to math minds, some of the best readers, musicians, athletes, scholars, and web leaders. Lots happening in this wonderful place, and there's only one way to stay up to date. So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So if you got a case of the Sandbox Blues, hit the YouTube, check the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Not a thing that we cannot do. Growth mindset, it's the Shamrock News. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
Hey there, Rowe Middle School.
Hey there, Rowe Middle School. It's great to be back on another wonderful Wednesday.
Thanks for coming to be a part of our program this week.
I'm Blank, aka Blank.
And I'm Shelby, aka MB.
Let's start the show with an introduction of our November/December Student of the Month role model.
Since November is Native American Heritage Month, we want our November/December student role model to celebrate Native American heritage.
So for the next 2 months, the Student of the Month role model is none other than Wilma Mankiller.
Wilma Mankiller was the 1985 Time Magazine Woman of the Year, as she became the first woman chief to lead the Cherokee tribe.
According to Time Magazine, she saw the intricateness of economic growth and social programs, and putting the economic ventures back into health clinics, job training, and self-determination initiatives.
During her time as chief, tribal enrollment grew, infant mortality dropped, and employment rates doubled.
Her policies on healthcare, education, and self-governance for the Cherokee Nation provided a model that would be followed by other tribal nations and the U.S.
Wilma Mankiller is an example of someone who worked hard for other people.
In '83, I barely won the election. And in 1987, I won by about 56% of the vote. And in 1991, I won with 82% of the vote. And so you can see that over a period of time, people got more and more accustomed to me in the tribe.
And have more women followed you?
Oh, absolutely. I've appointed women to judgeships. I've appointed women to many other positions of importance in the tribe. And I honestly have not set out to say, well, I'm going to put women in these positions and those positions. I simply hired the best qualified people. In the case, both of our judges are women. They both were the most qualified people.
So as winter approaches, we're looking for Students of the Month who are working hard to help others.
We are looking for students who look out for other students.
Students who sacrifice a bit for others.
So join us in celebrating the 1985 Time Magazine Woman of the Year
And the first woman chief in Cherokee tribe, Wilma Mankiller.
Recently, we announced that the 1 Million Word Club would be back for the 5th consecutive year. Distance learning won't keep us from reading, and recognizing those students who read 1 million words. If you're interested in becoming part of the 1 Million Word Club, here's what you have to do. Go to the Google Hub, or the social media big link, or your language arts classroom, and find the document titled Distance Learning 1 Million Word Club. Make a copy of that document and put your name at the beginning of the file. Then follow the instructions. Step 1. Read a book. Any book you finish from September 2020 until the end of the school year can go on this list. Step 2. Find out how many words are in the book you finished. There are multiple places where you can find this information, such as www.aarbookfind.com or www.readinglength.com. Go to these websites and type in the name of the book. Once you find the book, find out how many words there are near where it says word count. Step 3. In the table below, enter the date you finished the book, the name of the author, the title of the book, and the number of words in the book. As you read more books, add up your total words you've read so far this school year. Once you've hit 1 million words, email Mr. Dix at dixl@nclac.k12.or.us. Mr. Dix will make you a 1 million word club bracelet and sticker. If you're back at school, Mr. Dix will give it to you there. These will be special brand new bracelets and stickers. Step 5. Rock your new 1 million word club swag and show the community your love for reading. Any book you've already read since September will already count. If you have any questions about joining this year's 1 million word club, or if you'd like to talk to Mr. Dix about last year's club, please contact Mr. Dix. We've already had 2 Rowe students hit 1 million words this year. Will you join them as a member? Let's get the pages turning, Rowe readers.
The end of the quarter is winding down, so we want to make sure you're prepared for conferences.
The first quarter is ending, which means conferences and quarter grades are rapidly reporting.
This year, we'll be holding student-led conferences still, but they're going to look a little different.
Instead of coming into the building for conferences, because obviously, you're going to sign up for conferences with your Community Connections teacher.
You and your parent, guardian, grandpa, step-parent, older sibling, aunt, uncle, foster parent, basically whoever takes care of you.
We'll schedule a meeting with your Community Connections teacher.
If they haven't already, your Community and Connections teacher will be posting a link to a conferences Google form in your ComCon Google Classrooms.
We're going to ask for your name and the name of the adult joining you for conferences. Then we're going to want to know which days work for you.
Monday, November 23rd from 12 to 4 or 5 to 7:30.
Or Tuesday, November 24th from 9 to 11:30 or 12:30 to 4:30.
There are 20-minute appointments you can sign up for, so pick which one works best for you.
Since you won't be able to meet all your teachers will post an introduction video to their Google Classrooms that you can show to all your pupils.
Hi, I'm Ms. Welker and I teach 6th grade math and science.
Hello, 7th grade families and students. My name is Ms. Friedman. I'm here to introduce you to my class and to introduce you to me.
You'll want to do this before the appointment starts.
Then, once your appointment starts, you will go over the slideshow that you started working on the last week in Community Connections. You'll go through your slideshows with your adult, showing them your student playbook, and then going through each class and opening links that demonstrate what you've learned.
What you're proud of in an area you need to grow.
You'll make one of those slides for each of your classes.
At the end of the slideshow, you'll discuss your goals with your adult and your Community Connections teacher.
Now, we understand some people may want to talk to a specific teacher.
If that is the case, have your adult email the teacher or sign up for office hours during the week.
That is the best way to assure that you'll get the opportunity to communicate with the desired educator. So students, you need to make sure you finish your student-led conferences slideshow.
Parents and guardians and loved ones, you need to make sure you sign up for a conference time slot.
If you have any questions, please contact your Community Connections educator.
Let's check out this week's Clover Quote of the Week as we continue to celebrate Native American Heritage Month.
Once again, this month is Native American Heritage Month.
And throughout the month, we will be celebrating Native American heritage in our Clover Quote of the Week.
This week, our quote comes from Chief Dandridge. Chief Dandridge was the chief of the Tsleil-Waututh Nation.
He was an actor, musician, poet, and author.
Chief Dandridge was also an activist who worked to have non-Indigenous individuals better understand Indigenous people. He also fought out and spoke out against white colonization of native land.
Being a poet, Chief Dandridge is known for the phrase, "May the stars carry your sadness away, may the flowers fill your heart with beauty, may hope forever wipe away your tears, and above all, may silence make you strong."
So for this week's Clover Quote of the Week, we hope that your hearts are filled with beauty,
and that your sadness isn't everlasting,
and that the hope wipes away tears, that you are strong in your silence.
Once again, our Clover Quote of the Week comes from Chief Dandridge, who once said,
"May the stars carry your sadness away, may the flowers fill your heart with beauty.
May hope forever wipe away your tears, and above all, may silence make you strong."
Welcome back, Rowe Shamrocks. This week, I'm going to be talking about viscosity. Viscosity is the thickness of liquids caused by internal friction. Have you ever noticed that oil and water don't mix? Well, that's because oil is more viscous than water. This can also have something to do with the density or the thickness of the liquid. If something is more dense, it'll be significantly harder to pour, or it will come out of the container slower, thus making it more dense and more viscosic. Here's a little experiment to try if you want to test out viscosity. And here's mine. Thanks for coming this week, and make sure to give the experiment a try for yourself.
There's still time to purchase books from the Rowe Middle School virtual book fair.
There's still some time to participate in the virtual Rowe Middle School Scholastic Book Fair. The fair closes up its virtual shop on Saturday, November 14th.
One of the online fair features is virtual fair walkthrough.
You can browse the vibrant shelves by interest and grade,
connect with the authors and stories they love with exclusive book content,
experience the sense of joy a book fair brings you as you browse the bookcases,
view movie trailers and exclusive reading lists,
and shop over 200 different titles.
Online purchase is easy. All orders ship home. Book only orders over $25 ship free.
Every purchase benefits our school and helps develop a love of reading.
Save these dates and visit our website this year for a cool online book fair.
Once again, the link to the book fair will be posted in our Rowe social media big link and in your grade level Google Classroom hubs.
If you get some books, you can help out our school library.
Thanks, Rowe readers.
Rowe Middle School has started our very own podcast network, and we'd like to invite you to follow us and listen along.
Welcome, Rowe Middle School community.
We wanted to create something to pass time and something to help with current life.
So if you're bored,
or just have a moment to spare,
or looking for a way to connect with the community,
consider checking out the Rowe Middle School Podcast Network.
We'll be talking about quite a few topics, ranging from
books,
to mental health,
to sports,
to life during quarantine,
to Dungeons and Dragons,
to random topics that we want to talk about. We'll also be featuring clubs like BSU, Fuego, and Unity.
If you want to listen to the Rowe Middle School Podcast Network, you can find us on Spotify, Bandcamp, or Apple Podcasts.
Just search for the Rowe Middle School Podcast Network on any platform mentioned.
You can also find the link in your Google Classrooms or the Rowe Middle School Big Link.
Thanks in advance for tuning into our #OneBigTeam.
Remember to participate in our November Film Challenge.
At long last, we meet you. Oh man, this is the perfect movie for a movie night, right, Freddie? It'd be cool if the whole school could do this. Excuse me. Hello there. Welcome to the Rowe Middle School Film Challenge. Wow. The Rowe Middle School Film Challenge is a challenge meant for... The Rowe Middle School Film Challenge is a challenge meant for people who like to create short films and stuff like that. We're going to do this each month, and the winner of each one is going to be presented on the Shamrock News, and the prize will be determined. But it's probably going to be cool. Just so you know, this is not like the prize or the award or anything. This is mine. I just thought it was appropriate to show because it's a camera. But it's mine, you can't have it. And we also have some guidelines. I think I just broke my closet door. Oops. Your film must include a roll of toilet paper. Isn't that snazzy? Also, kids at one point must say, well, that's a cold hot dog. The theme for November is online school, so they must make a film that is closely related to online school. Failure to match these guidelines will make you disqualified, and therefore you won't be in the voting. And that would really suck. Voting takes place from Monday, November 30th to Friday, December 4th. And it will go on your grade level hub class. To submit it, upload it to Google Drive and send it to Mr. Riggs. So what are you waiting for, Shamrocks? Write your script and get filming. I almost broke that. I meant for it to just land on my bed. Don't worry, guys. The golden camera is fine. Also, Dora, on the other hand...
Each year, Clackamas High School, or CHS, Key Club sponsors an event called Winter Blitz to support North Clackamas School District families during the holidays.
This year, the Key Club has teamed up with the Milwaukee Lions and the Elks Club.
They'll be working together with community members to help collect donations of food, clothing, household supplies, and more to distribute to those who are in need.
If you or someone you know need help this holiday season, fill out the form located in your grade level Google Classroom Hub.
If you are interested in gifts, please fill out the form by November 9th. If you are interested in only food boxes, please fill out the form by December 2nd.
There are currently over 400 slots available for families in need.
If you have any questions, please email our wonderful Rowe social worker, Harry, at apelbahumh@nclac.k12.or.us.
Program has some great new programs you can join.
And that's not all. We'll also be participating in the Battle of the Books this year.
Attention, Rowe readers.
We're giving you It's Lit segments every week to recommend books to you and yours.
We've informed you about the 1 Million Word Club.
We're bringing back the It's Lit podcast so we can talk about some of our favorite novels.
And if that isn't enough reading for you, then you're in luck.
Because the Boys and Girls Club will be holding an Oregon Battle of the Books Club after school. The club starts on Monday, November 16th as part of the Boys and Girls Club after school program.
Traditionally, Oregon Battle of the Books is a tournament where students compete against each other to showcase their knowledge in a group of 16 books.
Normally, we host a Rowe tournament at the school where we all hang out in the library for a day and answer questions about the books.
However, with everything being so wonky this year, we won't be doing that.
Instead, the Boys and Girls Club will be holding the OBOB Club as part of the after-school program.
We'll still get an opportunity to compete, but it'll look a bit different.
Also, the winners won't be going to regional and or state competitions either. We will get to take place in the district tournament, which will be held, you guessed it, online.
But if you love the idea of joining a reading team and reading a total of 16 books as a teen, then answering the questions about those books,
then you should join the Boys and Girls Club OBOB program.
Part of an after-school program. If you have any questions, contact Mr. Dix.
Or head to the Boys and Girls Club website located in the classroom hubs and our Rowe Middle School Big Link.
Thanks for joining us, Rowe Middle School.
See you next time on Shamrock News.
Same Shamrock time, same Shamrock place.
Peace.